introduce an iconic cartoon character to the world of cybersecurity. You keep it lighthearted, educational, and fun for the whole family. And that's exactly what this video does. Let's dive in. In today's digital age, protecting your data and ensuring your safety online should be a priority for everyone. But who better to guide us through the complex world of cybersecurity than the one and only Mickey Mouse himself? In this video, we'll see how Mickey takes on the challenge of teaching his friends in Toontown about internet safety. So grab some popcorn and get ready for a wild ride full of fun and learning. One sunny day in Toontown, Mickey Mouse decided he wanted to become a cybersecurity expert. Why? Because Goofy accidentally downloaded 47 viruses trying to get free cheese coupons. Mickey put on his detective hat and announced, "Hot dog, I'm gonna teach Toontown how to stay safe online." So he gathered everyone in the town square. Mickey knew that the first step to staying safe online was to be cautious about the links you click. But how could he emphasize this to his friends without making it too boring? He decided to use his knowledge of Toontown's love for food to drive home his point. "Step 1! Mickey shouted. "Never click on weird links, even if they promise free churros." The townspeople gasped at the thought of missing out on free churros. "But Mickey," Daisy Duck asked, "what if it says you want a trip to Duckburg?" She knew how much Donald loved to travel. "Still no," Mickey said. "If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, unless it's mini baking cookies. That's always true." Donald crossed his arms and grunted, but he couldn't help but think Mickey was right. They all needed to be more careful when clicking on links. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across Toontown, Mickey continued his lesson. "Now remember, pals," he said, "sharing personal information like your password or your social security number online is like giving away the keys to your house. Only open the door to people or websites you completely trust. If you get any emails from folks you don't know asking for these things, just delete them right away. It's that simple." As Mickey spoke, he noticed Clarabelle nervously chewing on her tail. She had a question that had been bothering her since the beginning of the lesson. "Mickey," she asked, "I want to be a big star, but all these online platforms want me to share so much information. How am I supposed to protect myself?" Mickey placed a comforting paw on her shoulder. "Being a star doesn't mean you have to reveal everything about yourself," he said. "You can create an online persona, a fun character that represents the real you, without giving away your private information. Think of it like being in a movie. You play a character, but it's not your real life. So go ahead, shine bright, Clarabelle, without revealing too much about yourself. After all, the real you is already pretty spectacular." Clarabelle's eyes widened with excitement. She had never thought of that before. Maybe being a big star didn't have to come at the cost of her privacy. As the night deepened, Mickey continued his important lesson about online safety. He emphasized the importance of creating strong passwords that were difficult for others to guess. "It's crucial to use passwords that are hard to crack," he said, "but also easy for you to remember. A great password should be a jumble of letters, numbers, and symbols that only you understand. For example, if you're a fan of gardening, you could use a password like "Rose bushes have thorns 22. But remember, it's not about the subject. It's about making it personal to you. That way nobody can log into your account if they happen to guess your password." Mickey beamed at the class, hoping they understood the importance of protecting their online accounts. But he knew there was still more to cover. Suddenly, Goofy raised his hand slowly. "Gosh, Mickey," he started, "I want to be careful online, but sometimes these pop-ups trick me into clicking them. Last week I downloaded 47 viruses trying to get free cheese coupons." Everyone gasped. They all knew Goofy had a soft spot for cheese, and they should have known better than to tempt him with such an offer. But Mickey wasn't angry. He knew Goofy's heart was in the right place. "Don't worry, Goof," he said with a reassuring smile. "We've all made some not-so-smart decisions online. But remember, just because something is online doesn't mean it's safe or real. Always double-check and ask for help if you're not sure. Now let's all work together to spread the word about online safety. Together we can build a safer and more secure internet for everyone." As Goofy nodded, realizing the importance of being cautious online, Mickey decided it was time to move on to the next lesson. With the townspeople's attention focused once again on Mickey, he delved into the topic of oversharing personal information. "Friends," he began, "it's important to remember that once you post something online, it's out there forever. Even if you you delete it, it could still be saved by others. So before you hit that post button, think about whether you're comfortable with sharing that information with the entire world. And always remember, be kind and respectful to others online, just like we do here in Toontown. As Mickey finished his lesson, he saw many of the townspeople nodding their heads in agreement. They realized that being safe online meant being responsible offline too. As the last rays of sunlight faded away, Mickey prepared for the final part of his lesson. He wanted to discuss the importance of having a trusted adult to turn to if they encountered any problems while browsing the internet. Remember, he said, you're not alone. You can always talk to a trusted adult like a parent, teacher, or another authority figure. They're there to help you. And if anyone ever makes you feel uncomfortable online, just remember to walk away and tell someone. The townspeople, including Donald and Daisy, listened attentively to Mickey's advice. They knew how important it was to create a supportive environment where their children felt comfortable talking about their online experiences. As the night drew to a close, Mickey took a moment to summarize the key points of his lesson. Today we learned about staying safe when clicking on links, creating strong passwords, being mindful of oversharing personal information, and knowing who to turn to for help. The townspeople cheered, feeling empowered and ready to navigate the online world with confidence. Mickey, seeing the positive response from the community, couldn't help but feel proud. He might not be a tech genius, but he knew that teaching his friends and neighbors about internet safety was a big deal. The next day, Toontown was buzzing with conversation about Mickey's lesson on internet safety. Clarabelle couldn't wait to share her newfound knowledge about creating a safe online persona with all the aspiring young stars in town. Meanwhile, Goofy was busy updating his password for the 48th time, making sure it was as strong as it could be. Even Donald and Daisy were seen discussing the importance of online safety with their nephews, making sure they were equipped to handle whatever the digital world threw at them. As the days went by, Mickey noticed a positive change in Toontown. The townspeople were more cautious about clicking on suspicious links, and they were vigilant about protecting their personal information. Clarabelle's online presence grew, but in a healthy way, and Goofy, well, he still loved cheese, but he knew better than to download anything sketchy to get it. One day, as Mickey was taking a stroll through town, he spotted Daisy and her friend Lena sitting on a nearby bench. "Hey there, Mickey," Daisy called out with a big smile. "Lena here has a question about online safety for you." Lena, a bit shyly, asked, "Mickey, how can I protect myself from cyberbullying? I've been getting some really mean comments on my videos." Mickey, always the wise and caring friend, put a comforting paw on Lena's shoulder. "Oh, Lena," he said kindly, "cyberbullying is no bueno. It's important to remember that not everyone online is as nice as our friends here in Toontown. But don't worry, there are things you can do to protect yourself. First, never respond to those mean comments. It's not worth it. And remember, you don't have to be a victim. Tell a trusted adult like your parents or a teacher, and if it's happening on a platform, report the bully right away. There are people who can help, and believe me, you'll find plenty of friends here in Toontown who care about you." Lena's face brightened at Mickey's words. She felt a surge of confidence knowing that she had the support of her friends and the whole of Toontown behind her. And that's the end of our story. We hope you enjoyed watching Mickey and his friends learn about internet safety. Remember, just like the characters in the story, you can create a safer online experience by being cautious, responsible, and kind. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun adventures. And as always, thanks for watching.